Good morning. There it is. Good morning. It's Wednesday, July 28th, 2021. My name is Terry Morgan. We are here to practice Xingyi and Wudang's 3 basic methods. I've been teaching this series for a few weeks, and today is the last, for now, of this series. Okay, so we started, I had Wudang's 3 basic methods, and then I moved Xingyi over into the same time frame. We've been practicing both of them together here and there. All right, next week, this time period will be for basic straight sword practice. About 4 weeks is what I have planned. And as we finish those 4 weeks, I'll be starting Wudang Tai Chi sword. Good news, fingers crossed, I have someone coming to look at the car so that it can be moved in and out of the garage so I can use the other studio. Yay! This is a good thing. We want to be able to do this. I'm also looking at August, September, and that was a time period that I identified last year as being one in which I wanted to make some additional recordings. It's on the list. It's on the list. Okay, so there's going to be a few things coming, and it's probably going to be September, but that's only about a month away. So it's going to be quick. We practice Xingyi, Xingyiquan, the 5 elements linking form, and I'm going to review just a little bit Wudang's 3 basic methods. Let's get started. Alright, lot to cover this morning. Feet about shoulder width, a basic stretch, right? We're going to get started. Basic stretch. Feet about shoulder width apart, stand straight, pull up through the back, pull up through the crown of the head, drop the shoulders, open the arms, wiggle fingers, relax, and hands circle to the front. And back around to both sides. Up along the center line. Stretch up. Reach out. Open the back. Pull up through the waist. One more time. Reach out. Stretch up. Elbows drop down. Wrists. Fingertips. Hands return to your sides. Stay there for just a second. Relax. This exercise, I do this pretty much every time, is one of the best that I found to warm up the whole body. Everything gets a little bit of a stretch. It's nice and easy. And after you're done, you're ready to do some more. Leg stretches, right leg front. And open this up a bit. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Stay there, push in, and come on up. Alright, I will talk about that after a minute. Left side first. Come on down. Take the elevator. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Straighten the back leg. 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Sink into it. And then come on up. Oh, yeah. And if you need to help yourself up, go ahead. All right. There was my younger days. Now, I have talked about the idea that as we do this particular stretch, you don't push into the knee. You just saw why you don't. You're going down, not going forward. Down. Alright. Wudang's 3 basic methods. We have creeping snake, coiling snake, and dragon step. Xingyiquan, dragon step. Coiling snake, Shi creeping snake. Hsing I, Shi is a snake. Okay? Xingyi is a continuous movement. Panbu, this twist, coil. Coiling. Alright? As we're do this, we're doing it. Alright, as we do each of the 3 methods, we're going to go a little bit slow. Alright, so pay attention to that. I'm going to go a little bit slow first. Alright, and then I'll speed it up. I'll stop, and then we'll speed it up just for a minute. Alright, pay attention to the direction, the dynamic of the movement, what it's intended to do. Pay attention to your own limitations as you try to do that. Okay? So, Shapambu, creeping snake, Hsing creeping snake, should be all the way down. I'm not going there. It's not happening for me today. Maybe in another 6 months or so. Fingers crossed. But right now, no. I'm going to pay attention to that with the idea of what can I do through this movement that will ultimately improve my ability to do better. How can I do better? That idea. Hsing, creeping snake. On the right foot, right hand up, left hand down. Left hand follows the leg. Sink. And come on up. Turn the heel. Step out. Sink. And one more. Alright. So, one of the things that I've discovered, I need more supporting strength here. Yeah, both sides. Here. In front of my hip. And I need the back of my hip, this back here, I need that to be more open. It's naturally open. We just have padding back here, right? It needs to be more open. On the left, right foot up, sink onto the left, and come through. And step out, sink. Keep your back straight. Keep your body supported over the hip and through the hip. Okay? As we go down here, I need more strength in my leg so that I can go down more. As I extend this leg, yeah, it takes the work. It takes work. It does. That's why they call it Kung Fu. It's work. Kung Fu literally means workmanship. Wushu literally means martial arts. Okay? Kung Fu is workmanship. So, workmanship to get your butt on the floor. Coiling snake. Again, open the hip, support through the front. Right? This pulls up, this pulls across, and this pulls up from underneath, under your ribs. Support your torso. It opens the hip enough that you can do some of these things. And it takes the strain off your legs. Now, knowing how to do it, and me being older and a little not quite there yet, it's not perfect. In my 30s, I was a whole lot better. And I'm going to get it. We're working on it. All right, coiling snake. With the idea that we want to pay attention to opening the hip, opening the back, and twist. Step up to the right, down on the right, twist, and turn, come out, step. I'm going slow, yes. Up, twist, step out. Up, twist, step out. Come across again. Up on the right, down, step out. Up, and step out. All right, relax. These movements are not, how to say this? These movements are very dynamic. You should feel each and every one. Dragon step. And I will tell you, if you aren't a little bit, got perspiring a little bit, and you aren't paying attention to your breath, your breathing, to keep it full and open, right now, you weren't doing this with me. Dragon step, feet about shoulder width apart, right hand circles to the front, left hand comes around, punch, and down. Turn, step, hand and foot together. All right, relax. This movement compared to, and this is for me, compared to either creeping snake or coiling snake, this movement is easier for me to do. Now, why is that? Because it's part of Xingyi's 5 elements, and I have regularly practiced Xingyi's 5 elements for going on 25 years. I have intermittently practiced Wudang's 3 basic methods. It matters, okay? And I'm pointing this out. We're going to go back across one more time. Pointing this out because this is the last session of this series. All right? And as I was reflecting on what to present, I was reminded of my own training of all of the years that I traveled to China and came back and went outside and practiced on my own for the rest of the year. Right? I'd go for a week or two, and I'd come home and I'd practice. Okay? That practice is what sustains me today. If I hadn't regularly practiced Xingyi's 5 elements with the linking form and the turn, today I might not, depends on what else I practice, I might not have the facility that I have with Dragon Step. Now, that carries over into Xingyi as well, because Xingyi has a dragon form. And the dragon is part of Xingyi's 12 animals. So there's that. I'm pointing this out because it's a function of practice. It's not a function of me showing up for class a couple of times a year, every other year maybe. You know, whatever that was. You know, I could go back and do a list, but the point was practice. Checking yourself. Am I doing this correctly? Am I following the principle of the form? Am I paying attention to what the physiological questions are? Is my body going to do that today? You know, they say, hey, no, not today. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe next week. Not today. Or, yeah, that feels pretty good. I'm going to do that today. Right? Those are the things that will give you the long-term benefit. It's not a secret. It's just no secret. It's practice. Just practice. Let's do a little bit more. Okay. Dragon step. Pay attention. I'm going to go slow again. And then I'm going to speed it up. Right side. Left side. Right side. Left side. Okay. Relax for a second. As the foot comes out, and we're going to speed this up, and I'm going to switch them, and I'm going to do it in reverse. So, dragon step first. As the foot comes out, pay attention to where you put it. All right? Extending foot has a heel kick. It's a solid kick. It should be solid, straight in. The fist follows just above. Okay? As we turn, we come out of that turn, both hands twist and separate down. Don't go out here. This hand to the hip, this hand just in front. Control this area. A little bit faster. 2 across, 2 back. Relax. Pay attention to the turn. Pay attention to where your foot goes and how it's placed when you bring it down. Breathe in and breathe out. And circle, breathe in. Yeah, 3. All right. And right side. Stop. All right. What I just did was to reverse the sides. I don't want to do that. Right side. Left side. Weight over the back leg. One more. All right, relax. Keep the weight over the back leg as you come down. You want to be able to come back to it if you need to, right? This front leg, let me do that again. You have opportunities all the way up and down. All right? Front leg is doing a lot of work. The potential for all of those, everything I just did, all three, is there in that one. You can do them all at the same time. You can do them all together. 1, 2, 3. Or, depending on your target, you're going to pick one. They're all there. All right. One more time. A little bit fast, not too fast. Dragon step. Shift left to the right. Shift right to the left. Okay. Down, come back up. We want that skill. We want that ability because that's what we're going to do next is come back up and do the other side. That's the linking dragon step. Shapambu. Coiling snake. And it does come from under. The form itself should be a bit more open, right? We want to open up the body, we don't want to close everything. Twist, turn, step. All right? The idea that you twist into that step and come up from underneath is ingrained in what we're doing. Coiling snake. I don't know how many of you have been in a situation where you've seen a coiling snake. I have a little bit of yard space and I have some common snakes in the yard and I've seen coiling snakes actually do this. I've also analyzed this movement and paid attention to it for probably 30 plus years. So there's that. So as we twist down, right here, I'm still going down. But at this point, I'm thinking more about this step than going down. Okay? Twist. And the reason that I called out this point is because that's my limit. Just a little bit beyond that is my limit. I need to know where that is. I talked about that at the beginning. I need to know where that limit is. It's my limit today. Could be different tomorrow. It was different 6 months ago, right? I couldn't do as much as I can do today. Practice. More practice. All right. So at twist to go down means that you're also going to twist to come back. And the idea behind this movement is that release carries everything with it. All right? So, pulling in, pulling in, pulling in, and let it go. We do this with everything that we do in Xingyi as well. That pull back the bow and let it go. All right? Creeping snake. The ability to travel through the legs is fundamental to this exercise. Okay? Most of the people in the West, okay, I've traveled in Asia and I've seen people that could do this with not a problem. Just ordinary people. Not special, just ordinary people can do this. All right, in the West, we look for the chair. There's the chair. Okay, I'm sitting down. All right, in a lot of Asia, there's not a chair back there. Okay, so straight down is the idea, and as we go down, there's the extending leg. The leg has to be strong enough to support the weight as you come up. Oh, coming up on the other side. That's getting down is one part. Getting up on the other side is the other part. Okay? This takes a lot of leg strength. It takes a lot of openness, open through the hip, and a great deal of that ability to support the torso over the legs. Okay? I'm not there yet, but we'll get close. Not that close. Pay attention to the direction and the dynamic as we move. Pay attention to your own limitation. Up on the right. Sink and extend. Come on up. All right, and turn around. On the right. All right. One more time. A little tiny bit faster. Just a little. Just a little. Not a lot. All right. Relax. Twist. Sink. Twist. And twist. It's hard work even at that level. Okay? This comes up from underneath. Twist. As you're moving along the ground. Again, more practice. If you're learning this now, practice it for a year. More or less. Knowing what you need to do. And depending on your age and your other condition, right? So if you're in good shape, a little bit younger, practice these methods for a year, you'd be able to do them. It's not that long. Year's not that long. 1 year. All right. Xingyi. Xingyi's 5 elements. Metal, water, wood, fire, earth. Relax for a second. Hsing I. Metal. Xingyiquan. Water. Xingyiquan. Wood. Xingyiquan. Fire. Xingyiquan. Earth. Each of these 5 methods, and we're going to do them together, each of these 5 methods is part of Xingyi's 5 elements linking form, which we're going to practice in just a minute. 5 elements. Left foot front, right foot back, Santi Bu. 3 points. Ready? Hsing I. Hsing I. Turn. 1 more. Turn. And come on back. Alright. Try. Drill. Simple turn. Drill. Simple turn, bring it in. Step through. Your nose. Simple turn. And step through. Xingyiquan. Right fist first, pull in. Left. Right. And turn. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Step. Change feet. Turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, and step. All right, relax. Xingyiquan. I'm going to step to the left first. Santi Bu. And on the right. A little bit on the diagonal. Turn and step. Xingyiquan. Right under the left, step to the left. Step up and come across. Turn. Step through. Step up. Turn. Step through. Relax for a second. I need a sip of coffee. All right. This is hard work. All right. Each of Xingyi's 5 elements combines with a couple other moves to create Xingyi 5 elements linking form. Okay. We also have Xingyi's 12 animals, and we have Xingyi's 12 animals linking form. Right? I told you there was more. I'm telling you there's more. All right. For Xingyi 5 elements linking form. We start out with some basics, we just did, done a slightly different way. We have a couple moves that are not part of our Xingyi 5 elements that are part of Xingyi and that are part of our linking form. All right. Pay attention to where we are using these 5 elements. Stand on a diagonal, feet together, salute, relax the breath, step open to the side, close the arms, 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to scooch back over here so that I don't step out of the frame. Alright? And 5 elements linking form. Okay? We just open, step in, bung chuan. Step back, hung chuan. Step in, bung, down, up, down, pow chuan. Step back, pi chuan. Step up, draw chuan. Right, and now I have to back up because we have a jump here. As I step through bung chuan. Right? So I am not yet able to stop in midair. I'd like to be able to do that, and not there yet. So while you're up there, alright, so I'm here. Left foot steps front to get me started. And then I'm going. Right foot as you come down. That right foot extends out and carries. So if I had a little bit more room, which I will next week, I hope, because the mechanic's going to come fix the car. Okay, so if I had a little bit more room, I would be traveling. If I didn't, I'd be traveling through that bookcase over there. All right, so paying attention to your space matters. I've been paying attention to that since I came back in this room for some of these things, all right? So it does matter. If I want to cover the space between me and the center of the room, I'm going to do something. If I want to cover the space between me and the bookcase, which is what I'm going to show you right now, I'm going to do something else. Right? First one, this is Xingyi, Xingyiquan, 5 elements linking form. This is a jump, right? So I'm here, draw chuan, little step, hop. I'm in the center of the floor, and I can step through with bung chuan and turn around. All right? I decided that's where I was going to go. I decided that's where I was going to go. Oh, well, hang on, I'm going to punch the bookcase here. Take my point. I decided where I was going to go. It's a skill. It's a skill that we need to learn. Alright. I'm going to slow that down just a little bit. With a jump, with me, we're going to turn around and we're going to close the form. Easy. Take it easy. Don't be trying to go through the wall over there, okay? Left foot, step up. bong chuan, turn. Step up, bong chuan. Step back, bong chuan, and close. All right, two things. First one, as we come, you come do this with me. Do the whole thing all together. We have to back up as we do Zhuan so that we have space in the room. Feet together, stand straight, salute. Step out, close. San Ti Bu. Step in, bong chuan. Step back, bong chuan. Step in, bong chuan. Down, up, down. Pao chuan. Slice. Step up. Zhuan chuan. Jump. Step through bong chuan. Turn. Dragon step. Step through bong chuan. Step back, bong chuan. And close. Salute. All right. I did not say it as we step back here. Pay attention. The other thing to pay attention to in the linking form is that as we turn, we have an opportunity. Okay? So, just finish the jump, just slammed in the bookcase, right? One, 2, 3, 4. Step in, step back. And close. That's what we're doing. We could other side. The change happens. I just did the turn. Let me go around here. 1, 2, 3. Step through. Left foot is front. Change feet. Now start. And don't drop your hand like I just did. Alright? It's here. Comes straight up. That change feet, changes to the other side. Everything goes the opposite of what we just did. So we came across the left, now we're going to come across the right. Everything is on the other side. I will come back to this later, not today. I'm pointing it out because it's something that if you want to go ahead and try and work on, you should. It's a good thing. But you didn't teach that side, but yeah. Hey, work through it. Every principle, all of the methods have the same foundation. Whether you're dominantly working to the right side or you're dominantly working to the left side, it's the same foundation, the same idea. Zhuan chuan on the right side is Zhuan chuan on the left side. Now my right hand happens to be stronger, so I'm going to probably lead with that one. But this one can come along. I'm all right. Now, this is part of what we want to achieve. Everyone will always have something they can do a little bit better on one side than the other. Alright? We do. My right hand is dominant. I write with my right hand. I can't write for squat with my left hand. It doesn't happen. I type better. I type really good with both hands. This same concept holds true for all of our movements. There will be some movements that are easier for some people, more difficult for that same person. Others find these movements easy and those movements. It's totally individual. For Wudang's 3 basic methods and for Xingyi's 5 methods. Wudang's 3 basic methods are fairly simple. They're very direct. And the side effects of practicing them is a greater facility with just about any movement that you might want to do. Xingyi's 5 elements are very simple. Xingyi is simple, direct. This is it. Here it is. That is the nature of Xingyi. Xingyi is not fluffy. There's no fluffy about Xingyi. Tai Chi we can think of sometimes as being fluffy. Bagua we can, it's iffy, but we can get there. Xingyi, no, not happening. It's not fluffy. It shouldn't ever look fluffy. It shouldn't. All right, and that's kind of where I want to close with this. As you practice Xingyi and Wudang's 3 basic methods, pay attention to that simplicity in the movement. Pay attention to that principle that everything's connected, that everything's moving together, and that the energy extends through the entire body. So if I'm extending this way, it's extending this way. That I have that opposing forces, that I have both yin and yang as part of my movement. Okay? Xingyi is not soft. It's not soft. It's not. It's not soft. But it's not stiff either. Okay? So I'm going to show this. And I'm going to come up here and I want you to look at my right hand. And I'm going to put my right hand right up next to here. Alright, as I come out with my right hand, I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to do it wrong. I'm going to do this wrong. And then I'm going to do it correctly. And what I want you to do is to pay attention to my arm and how I'm using strength through my arm. Okay? First one, I put the other hand behind my back so I don't use it. First one, this is wrong. That's wrong. That's not Xingyi. That's boxing, that's something else. That's not Xingyi. Correct. That's Xingyi. All right, now, I'm going to step back so you can see my head so I don't look funny just talking mouth there. All right. So, this idea, through the body, it's not how stiff can I make my arm. It's not how much muscle I have here. It's not any of that. It's how much energy can I summon to travel through my body, to connect through my arm to reach my target. Okay? That's Xingyi. The arm muscle thing, don't do that. Don't do that. No, just don't do that. Don't do that. All right. Throughout this series, we had something, and I'm going to do this for 10 seconds on each side. We had something, Santi-Bu, 3 points practice. This is a fundamental practice. It's not specific to Xingyi. I learned it in the context of learning Xingyi. We use this repeatedly. Right foot back, left foot front. About 115 degrees angle to the floor. So 90, pull it back. This is 65. Angle to the floor, 65 degrees. So the knees bent. Sit, open the hip. Turn to the front. Left hand up at the middle Tantian. Right hand at the lower Tantian. Both palms press out. Fingertips align with each other, with the center of the body, all the way through. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sink. Other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax. Notice that I did not give you time to find that position on the other side. You need to know where it is. That's part of practice. Everything you do, everything you work on, pay attention to the little things, the refinements. Pay attention. Don't pay attention as, oh, I can do this big, fancy, whatever it is. No. Pay attention to how you can refine the movement, then expand it. The fundamentals will take you there if you pay attention to them. If you pay attention to all the foo-foo stuff that looks fancy, you won't ever be, you seriously, you won't ever be able to do it. That's ever. I actually intended to say ever, never ever, but it works out. All right, fundamentals, proper stance, good body alignment, use of the physical body, proper use of the physical, not abuse, use, proper use of the physical body. Staying connected inside and outside. Paying attention to your breathing. Paying attention to your energy. Paying attention to what can I do today? What can I do to improve what I'm doing today? And where do I want to get tomorrow? How do I want to improve my own practice? Maybe you decide, I'm at a good level, that's where I want to stay. There's nothing wrong with that. Maybe you decide, I'm at a good level and I want to get better. Fine. Maybe you decide, I'm not happy with where I am, I want to get better. Hey, there we go. I will be back tomorrow with Wudang Qigong, beginning sets, Friday, the advanced sets. Next week, Monday and Tuesday, Tai Chi. Fingers crossed it might be out in the other studio. Wednesday, doesn't matter where we are, doesn't matter which room I'm in, we're starting Wudang sword. Straight sword, basic methods on Wednesday. Qigong, Thursday and Friday. Hope you'll join me. Thank you.